Hey guys, Laura here with Beyond the Music for Center Stage Magazine. I'm so excited to introduce this next artist, critically acclaimed singer-songwriter who happens to be from Northern Ireland and is currently on the North American leg of his tour promoting the newest album, The Wild Swan. Hi,
Hi, Laura.
how are you doing?
How you? Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good.
Just having a game of pool in Spokane.
Well, good. Now, I know that this interview's already started off a little different because I don't have a way to offer you a beer.
Well, you could offer to send one to me when I play a venue near you, maybe, no?
Well, yeah, when you're
Let's figure out a way of you getting me a beer, though.
You're going to be here October the 15th, so I owe you a beer.
Look forward to it.
Okay. So I have to ask you, you're coming, have you ever been to Kentucky before?
I have been to Kentucky. I played Louisville a couple of times.
Okay. And did you, with us being the bourbon capital, was there a specific bourbon that you prefer over another?
Do you know what? I tried a few. I tried Gentleman Jack, Four Roses, Knobs Creek. I tried a few bespoke, local, sort of small batch ones. Can't even remember the name of. It needs to be a pretty bad bourbon for me to not like it.
Well, see, you had so many, you tasted so many, you don't remember the name of all of them. Well, I did want to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great to see this new album. And I have to be honest, I don't know if you remember meeting me previously, but we met at CMA Festival. We were all staying at the Music City Hostel, and Ryan McMullen was with me.
Right. Yeah.
I was managing Josh Goodlett, and we were all hanging out every night doing the whole community sing-alongs.
Yeah, you were managing Josh, the country singer guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, hello again.
Well, hello. And it's funny because it struck me that during that week, nobody would have ever known, and this is what I find really interesting about you, which also is a great thing. You have done so much with the collaborations that you've done, with the friendships that you have, the places your music has been played on TV and movies, and you are the most humble person I think I've ever met. So that's a great thing to be.
Well, that's a very sweet thing to say.
I did notice on this album, because on our way back from Nashville last year during CMA Fest, on our way home, we were all commenting in the car of, did you know that he did this? Did you know that he did that? We're looking up on iTunes and downloading our favorite songs, and we were blown away. And so we all ended up buying all the albums, and I've always listened, and prior to this album, The Wild Swan coming out, Make It Rain was my favorite. And now I'm having trouble choosing a favorite off of this one because it seems like you have found a place, like your spot where you've been allowed to do what you want to do and not try to be something that you're not. Is that kind of how you feel with this album, or is that always the way you feel?
I feel like I think that was always the case with every album. Maybe just with this album, I've made two before, so maybe this one is a bit more concise or whatever.
Okay. And I have to ask you about Coco. I love that song, and of course the video. And I noticed that it said it was directed by Courtney Cox. How did it come about that was inspired by her daughter?
we were stopping with her a couple of summers back, staying out with her, and my daughter and Coco were playing together, and I was making up silly songs around the pool. And Coco was one of them, but the difference was that one sort of struck me as having legs, you know, having a bit of DNA in it, that I should maybe finish it off.
Yeah.
You know, every record needs a very, very innocent, sweet song, I think.
Right, and you know, when it first came on, what it reminded me of was Into the Mystic by Van Morrison. It was very reminiscent of that. And so it was just it is such a great song, but I was curious how you came up with that one and for her, and that's a great story. And the song Burden, that song actually has been one that I have played ever since I was able to buy this album, for personal reasons. It's definitely a very inspirational song. And it's something that a close friend had said to me recently, like, you know, let me help you out. Let me take that for you for a while. Was there anything that caused that song to come, or was it just one of those organic moments?
That, again, was another song that wasn't really meant to be on the record. I wrote it for a friend, you know. He's one of those boys that is forever carrying everyone else's burden and never talks about his own. And I wrote it for him and sent it to him. And then when I was making the record, I played it to a couple of the guys in the band, and they were like, we should at least give this a go, you know, and see if it works. But it wasn't really meant for the album. I just wrote it for my mate.
And sometimes those sometimes those things that just happen organically like that and aren't meant to seem to be the ones that touch people when you may not expect them to touch certain people. So for me personally, thank you for that song because it has been a great song to help heal. And it's that I find that a lot on this album. There seems to be a lot of feel good and inspirational kind of stuff that may not have necessarily been inspired by one certain thing that happened, but it can reach so many people, which is one of those great things about music.
Yeah, the amazing thing about music, isn't it? That it crosses all boundaries. It's a universal language.
Yeah, that is true. Well, and then I have to tell you this really funny thing real quick, and I hope that you find it funny. It was meant that way. Upbeat, feel good. When I first heard that song, you know, there's all these songs out there, and people say they put together the misheard or misunderstood lyrics. So people...
Oh, yeah. That's happened a lot with that one, actually.
Well, it started, and I was like, oh, okay, my feet feel good. My feet feel good. And then you go into the first chorus that talks about get out your bare feet tonight. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, wait a minute. That's not what he's saying. So you now have a song with a misunderstood lyric. And I kept thinking, oh.
Yeah, my feet feel good has happened before.
Well, so now try to sing it without saying my feet feel good now that I've put that in your mind.
Yeah. I think I might just sing it with my feet from now on, just for the crack.
Oh, my gosh, that would be funny. That would be really funny. Well, Foy, I really do appreciate your time. I really do. It's been great talking to you again, and I know just from meeting you and hanging out that week at CMA Fest, you just seem like such a great person, and your family was wonderful, too, and it was a very enjoyable week, and I look forward to seeing you.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. And Ryan sang Lake the Pontchartrain. I still have that recording on my phone, and because every now and then I'll listen to him sing it. I love it. But I may or may not have had a few too many beers that night, so the video may be shaky, but I still have it. thank you so much, and I owe you a beer, and I look forward to, I'll have to grab you on when you're here in town and grab a selfie with you, but I look forward to the show. I really do.
For sure.
And best of luck, Foy. Thanks so much.
Top class. See you in Kentucky. Good talking to you.
All right. Bye-bye.